of circular number 183/15, which was issued to clarify various aspects related to input tax credit, which is availed in GSTR 3B versus input tax credit, which is appearing in Form GSTR 2A. So in 2022, in December, government issued a circular to clarify various doubts pertaining to input tax credit, right? The circular was 183/50. This circular was basically clarifying various aspects wherein input tax credit pertaining to 2017-18 and 18-19, right? Two financial years, 17-18 and 18-19, was basically prescribed a procedure in the circular that how people can take input tax credit irrespective of the fact that whether that credit is appearing in my GSTR 2A or not. So I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I am Vinod Kosik, and let's begin this discussion on a very important circular. So I will tell you the background of input tax credit in GST, and then we will make a deep dive into 183/15, and then we will go to the recent circular issued, that is 193/5/2023 of GST, which is basically issued on 17th of July 2023. So friends, before we start the discussion, let's understand the scheme of input tax credit under GST. And the input tax credit is basically governed by Section 16 of the CGST Act, right? 16 of the CGST Act basically prescribes the methodology, prescribes the conditions subject to which input tax credit shall be given to a taxable person. Input tax credit, friends, is not a statutory right. Input tax credit is neither a constitutional right. It is in the form of a concession which is subject to various conditions. So ITC is a privilege, right? It is a concession, and concession comes with conditions, right? Concession always comes with certain conditions, right? So Section 16(2) says, Section 16(1) says that any supply of goods or services, like whether it is input services or capital goods, if it is used or intended to be used in the course of furtherance of business, input tax credit shall be available. Everyone will be very happy to just by going through this definition. But 16(2) starts with various conditions. There are many conditions. We will come to every condition in detail. So now, what was the purpose of this discussion and what was the purpose of Form GSTR 2A? Let's try to understand that. Friends, GSTR 2A was formulated little later when GST was introduced, but it was made applicable to the financial year 17-18, financial year 18-19, 2019-20, 2021 onwards, right? And to some extent 21-22 also. The procedure was prescribed that if the input tax credit is not coming in GSTR 2A, then your ITC will be ineligible, right? So now, what was happening in the case of audits, GST audits under Section 65, various audit commissionerates were making demand on account of non-appearance of input tax credit in GSTR 2A. for financial year 17-18 onwards, 18-19, 19-20 onwards. But let me tell you that there was no provision in the Act. Act was having no provision till 31st of December 2021. 16(2) was having no provision. Rules 36(4) came into effect from 9th of October 2019. So you can say now that from 1st of July 2017 to 8th of October 2019, neither Act nor rules, they were having no machinery provisions, no provision at all. No provision was there. But officers practically raising demands on account of non-appearance of ITC in 2A versus 3B. It was a, you can say, the continuous advisory of almost all the experts that since 36(4) came into effect from 9th of October 2019, any disallowance before that, from 1st of July 17 to 8th of October 19, was per se illegal, void. No backing. No backing of law. There was no backing of law. No backing in the rules or in the Act. So let's divide this period into two parts. 1st July 17 to 8th of October 19. Then another period starts from 9th of October 19 to 31st of December 2021. This is very important, friends. 36(4), no. 36(4), yes, but 16(2) AA absent. 16(2) AA till date, you can say we have 36(4) also and 16(2) AA also. So the circular number 183/15 came to address these issues. In the circular number 183/15 addressed that 1717 to 31st March 18 and then 1819. Even if ITC not coming into a, if you satisfy certain conditions as per the circular, ITC will be available, no demand shall be raised. But they left this period from 1st of April 19 to 31st of December 2021, wherein the 16(2) AA was not applicable. And surprisingly, they left the interim period of when 36(4) came into existence, yani from 1st of April 2019 to 8th of October 2019, even they left this period. Very, very important. So now this circular has come, you can say, as a correction of mistake which they did in 183/15, that 193/5/2023 is basically an extension of 183/15, which was issued in December 2022. Now I'll tell you what 193/5 is prescribing. 195 is saying that this circular number 183/15 shall be applicable to the period of 1/4/19 to 8th of October 19 completely in toto. But from 9th of October 19 to 31st of March 20, subject to conditions. Subject to conditions. Then first 21 to 31st of December 21, and then you can say 1/1/22 the 100% ITC was allowed when it was appearing in 2B. So you can say the 2A lost its significance practically from that period. So now we are having certain provisions wherein the input tax credit practically was not allowed. Now we have three interim periods, friends. The interim periods are that 36(4) basically prescribed certain percentages. 36(4) says that 36(4) will come into picture as a some reliefs. Sometimes it was allowing 5% from 1/1/21. Then it was allowing with effect from 9th of 10, 2019. It was allowing only 20%, right? Then from 1/1/20, it was allowing 10%, right? And then from 1st of January 2021, it was allowing 5% only. So basically, there were three percentages wherein ITC was allowed subject to that. Right. So the first percentage is from 1st of October, 9th of October 2019 to 31st of December 20, it was allowed 20%. 9th of October 2019. Then subsequently it was reduced to 10% from 1/1/2020. Then from 1/1/21 to 31st December 21, it was reduced to 5%. So now circular is saying 193/5 is saying that 183/15 shall be extended in such a manner that only ITC shall be allowed to the extent of this percentage 20, 10, and 5. Right. They have taken some examples also. Suppose if you have taken 1 lakh rupees ITC in 3B and in 2A you have only how much? It is, suppose it is only appearing 80,000. Right. So they were saying that only to the extent of 20%. What is appearing? Right. So it 120%, 20% is 16,000. So total that can be allowed is 96,000. And we have taken how much? 1 lakh. So they are saying that 4,000 you have to ultimately reverse. 96,000 is 16,000. You can say, you can give that declaration from the supplier. And if it is exceeds 5 lakh, then you can give a CA certificate, right? For that. So friends, this was all about this new circular, the old circular, which I have explained you and give you a summary also for this. Thank you very much for sparing your time. I believe you find it useful in your professional endeavors. Thank you very much for watching this. Have a nice day. Thank you.